I decided to do my video here outside of Torres Vedras, the beach that they go to, where they have very few tourists. Well, not as many tourists as some other beaches in the Silver Coast, because Santa Cruz is hidden away and a lot of people don't make it out here. It's so beautiful. Now, this topic is on cars. Buying a car in Portugal is quite interesting. Most Americans come over here because they've sold real estate, they have the extra money, and they buy a new car. What I'm learning is that automatics versus manual cars. Automatic cars, not many people are around to repair them. So a lot of people are coming over here buying automatic cars, and guess what? You don't have people to repair those cars. Everybody drives manuals, mainly the citizens, and it's really hard when something happens to find someone. I just talked to a mechanic recently, and he told me that they don't have the skills to actually work on them. They'll sell you a car, no problem. You can spend 20, 30, 40,000, but if something happens to it, you're gonna have a little problem, okay? So he said that the average mechanic makes about $8 an hour, and it is not advantageous for them to learn how to work on a automatic car versus a manual, because most of the citizens are driving manual cars. Okay. Insurance for most of the citizens can run about €250 a year versus what you would pay, which is what I'm paying is about, for my older car, about €450, and I got a discount because I brought my driving record from the US and got it apostilled. Well, did I get apostilled? It wasn't apostilled, but they accepted it. I made a mistake when I sent it off to the state to apostille it, but it still had a stamp from the DMV. Still had a stamp from the DMV, so they accepted it, and they reduced my monthly insurance by $70. I think it's about €70. I'm sorry, not dollars, euros. Okay. Let's see what else. So that's insurance. You have to get your car checked out every year, and you take it to a place, and it's only about €30 to get it checked out. It has to be inspected, and it's a real superficial inspection of the lights, the exhaust, making sure that all your windshield wipers, everything like that, are working. So it's real superficial, but it must be done. And those things are put in your window, your front windshield, with your inspection plus your insurance ticket that shows you are insured. So you always keep that in the front window, and it sticks to your front window so anyone can see it. Okay. What else about cars? Oh, Via Verde, the transponder that you use on the road for using tolls, really good. I use it for everything, not only just tolls, but also parking at the airport. Parking in a lot of places you can use it for. So, and also you can get the app, and I still have to put the app on my phone here. But I just press the button going into a parking lot a lot of times, and it opens up, the transponder records. When I leave, it records the same thing at the airport. So I like my Via Verde transponder that I've purchased or got. It's great. Let's see, what else about cars that I can add? I'm just mesmerized by how nice this beach is here. And someone told me about the beach outside of Torres Vedras and how nice it was. Torres Vedras is really a nice village, a very nice village where it has more diversity, very diverse, better food than where I'm living in Lavinia, much better food. And I'm looking at this beach, and this beach is great. I mean, it is really nice, and I've been to a lot of beaches here. This one is really nice. So it's pretty great. And let's see what else. Sorry about that, folks. I had to look at a little child who stopped right in front of me, and I attract kids and dogs. So she stopped and she was about to start talking, and I went, no, no, no. And she just drove off on her scooter. And that's a problem. I attract kids and dogs, and kids will grab my hand, and just a lot. It's a lot. Let's see what else. Trying to think of what else with regard to cars. We have, let's see, Via Verde, we have the tolls. Oh, tolls. Also, you have some tolls. If you get a rental car, sometimes they don't have a transponder, and you may go drive for a long way and end up driving through not a toll booth, but you'll see the toll transponder. It's like a rail that goes across. It looks like a bridge, but it's made out of rails and sensors that tracks your car. You are supposed to dial into a website and put your tag number in to see if you owe any tolls. So I found that out recently at a rental car place, that if you don't have a transponder and you are not going through a toll booth, they are still tracking you, okay? And sometimes you have to let the rental car place will let you know, but some places, especially if they're run by citizens of Portugal, may not have that type of thing where they contact you and let you know, hey, you have additional fees. So that's another thing about the cars. And as people pass by, I kind of stop for a second here. Let's see, cars. So I went over the insurance. Tons of places you can get insurance. Allianz, they're the brokers, so they look for the best deal. They have so many places. Getting a car, Stand Virtual. If you're buying a car, Stand Virtual is the website that everyone uses here for used cars that citizens are selling, or dealers. I should have just gone to a dealer, wish I had, but then now it doesn't matter because the automatic cars, nobody knows how to work on them. And I would have hated to have paid so much money for a car and then find out later on that nobody knows how to fix it. So that's really interesting. You can find people. The thing is finding them. Now, what they will do here is sell you a car. When you bring it in, it may not get fixed all the way because they really don't know what they're doing. And they're young. The younger people working on the cars that are newer. So when you get an older car, the problem is that the young people don't know how to work on the older cars. So that's the problem. That's the skill level is not skilled like we're used to in the U.S. And I hate to say this, but I consider it more of a third world instead of like the U.S. I think it's on the skill level is more third world than anything. And you need to know that. Really important that you know that, because that impacts a lot of people when they're dealing with a lot of things here. And they get kind of turned off, but it's a beautiful country. Very beautiful country. My only issue is the skill level. We have a lot of people who aren't skilled here. Education is not big here. You do have the schools, but the majority of the people, no, the education is not as big here. Let's see, I'm on the car issue. Let's see if I can think of anything else with the cars. I said Via Verde, the tolls, the cost, the inspection, the dealers, Stand Virtual, dealerships. I think I've covered everything. And that's pretty much it for the cars. And let me do this view. So if you're coming out to Torres Vedras, sorry about the hand here, I didn't bring my stand. If you're coming to Torres Vedras, stop at st.cruz, C-R-U-Z, beach. It's worth visiting, and I think this is a great beach, a great one. What I like about this beach is it has a ramp, especially if you have a wheelchair. Skateboard, little skateboard area. So you don't always have to take the stairs. You got all these ramps. This beach is really nice. And remember, it's the one outside of Torres Vedras. Beautiful. Come on. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed viewing this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. RMT or Research My Travel will continue to provide more information about cities, towns, and villages in our Portugal edition.